Hey guys, in my last video I talked about this little pop-up that comes up on the corner of the screen. Well, in that video I kind of mentioned things about scarcity or different topics that we talked about. If you didn't watch that video, I recommend you go check it out just for context of this video. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So what I did was I clicked on a product. It was actually this product specifically. And I showed an example here where it says 10 sold in the last 18 hours. X amount of customers are currently viewing the product, and just like little scarcity type tactics. Well, what I want to say here is these aren't actually scarcity type tactics. They're commonly labeled as scarcity, but it's really not. This is what I call commotion type tactics. See, nobody wants to come to a website where nobody's buying products off of. Okay? Like inherently your customers want you to have previous success or, a previous path of success because they want to trust you as a seller. Now, what these do here, okay, is what they're doing is they're creating commotion. They're creating social proof in a way, right? It's not exactly social proof from the social proof cognitive bias, but it is creating some kind of comfort proof for the viewer or for the consumer when you break down the consumer psychology of it. Now, how is that? Well, if I'm a consumer and I have low trust in a website, see, people on Facebook and people on YouTube always say, improve your trust score, improve your trust score. Well, how do you improve your trust score? It comes down to things like this that correlate with each other, meaning, if I have here a little pop-up that says, 125 customers are viewing this product, what I would want to do is as a consumer, I'm going to pay attention. See, now it says 11. That doesn't make sense as a consumer. And I left this here in case because I wanted people to pay attention to this. Now, you could change this, actually. You could change the text here and here for the Wolf of Shopify theme. You could change that. And that's the theme that I've always been using, guys. It's probably the most successful in terms of conversions and design. So if you're just curious and you want to know about what theme I'm using, it is the Wolf of Shopify theme from wolfofshopify.com. You can go ahead and just grab it. I'm not going to pull it. Oh, here it is. I thought I didn't have it. You could also get a $40 discount, as you saw. I'll leave the link down below with the discount code to get $40 in the description box down below. But anyways, you could, like I said, you could edit this kind of stuff, these little I guess you could say social proof barriers here, but what they really do is they create commotion, right? Because imagine if you come to the website, and I don't know if you guys recently felt this emotion or something like that, but I remember how it felt to be a consumer, a true consumer, never knowing about business ever, going to a certain e-commerce website and deciding that I want to purchase something. But before I wanted to purchase, I had a little bit of doubt on me, should I purchase, should I not purchase? Okay? And what happens is when you see stuff like this, like 10 sold in the last 18 hours, 59 customers are currently viewing this product, and then I head over back to the front of the page where there's a countdown timer, as you could see here. All this kind of stuff draws my attention to the commotion that's happening on the website. And this is what really deeply connects to us as human beings, is we all have this inherent desire to fit in a group, to fit in, right? And this is nothing that we could fight. This is through evolution. This is, we survived through, the different eras in life, like Neolithic eras and things like that, simply because we thrived and did very well as human beings in groups. And this is why things like this, these scarcity tactics, these social proof tactics, work so well on customers. It's because customers a lot of the times make their decision on what other people think. And I'll give a good example. When I was in high school, I used to play basketball with a bunch of friends, like local church group who would play basketball. And there were people who would be like, oh, let's go play on Friday, let's say, at 5 o'clock. And everybody would be like, all right, well, who's going? And everybody would look around, right, and be like, waiting for the first person to volunteer to say, all right, I'm going. And then next thing you know, a whole bunch of people are going. Why? It's because us as humans, like I said, we need this, almost like this need, or I don't want to say need, almost like a survival kind of tactic to fit into large groups or to fit into groups in general, to fit into a clique. And it works the same way psychologically in e-commerce, right? Imagine if I was a consumer and I already had a desire for this product. I thought it was a nice product. And I saw this kind of tactics of information. 8 sold in the last 18 hours. 185 people are viewing the product. that might set me over the edge to make the commitment to buy the product, right? I know there's a lot of people that say, oh, it takes 7 times for somebody to view the website. Not in this case, guys. And that number is actually dropping drastically now. I don't even know who came up with that number, because I look at my stats with my stores, and that's not the case at all. I actually don't find that at all. A lot of the times, based on the way we market, it's an impulse buy. And we get numbers just as high as like 16.4% conversion rate. In fact, I've actually done a whole video on that in my other YouTube channel, and I showed how I got a 16.4% conversion rate on my Shopify store. And this was legit, and I showed it, right? We had, it was a ridiculous amount. It was a crazy amount. And I think the reason why that is when you mix everything together, right? And this is why I tell you guys, people who tell you that you don't need a good Shopify theme, it's a lie. You need a good Shopify theme. It's design. It's professional. It's clean, right? When you want somebody to buy something from you, you want to put your best impression or your best foot forward. This is the way to do it, all right? You need a good theme. You need to have scarcity tactics. You need to have social proof tactics. You need to have commotion on your website. You need to have clean photos that people want to look at. You need to have a desirable product, right? You need to have a website that looks good in general. These are all things that matter when it comes to not only getting sales, but building a brand, which is one of the most important things. Building a brand is so crucial, because what building a brand does is it's not about getting the first sale, but it's about getting those sales after the first sale, getting the reoccurring sales, right? And that's what put businesses, either on the hill or on, in the trench, right? Because when you're a business and you acquire a customer, well, that customer could either make another purchase, with you, or never make a purchase again. And if they make another purchase, well, you didn't pay extra money to acquire that customer, right? That's what makes, like I said, businesses so successful. So everybody here watching should be putting in the effort, right, to have reoccurring sales. And I'll make a whole series on how to get reoccurring sales on your Shopify store. But, we'll take one thing at a time. We'll create as many videos as possible. Make sure, if you want to see more videos like this, to subscribe so you could stick around for the next video so we could discuss more Shopify tactics. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.